Hi y'all, my name is Risha. I'm the curator here at FCHM, and today we have another object collection reveal for you. This here is a grazing basket for horses. So it's something that would go over the nose of a horse, and it was used to regulate weight, and people still use more modern versions of this today. This one's likely from the 1920s, so let's go ahead, jump on in, take some close-ups. So here's that grazing muzzle. Just before I mentioned it was for a horse, but it could have also been for a cow. And when this piece came in, it was donated to the museum in 1987. It was listed as being a nose holder or nose basket for horses, but our modern term is a grazing muzzle, and this one is thought to be from around the 1920s. It's definitely an older model. I'm certain we don't use this kind of metal on horses anymore. Most of them are a nicer kind of mesh, and it's something that was a tool to help horse owners with decreasing or maintaining weight in horses, especially if they were out in the pasture. So if they had access to food but they were overeating, this was a way to make sure that they didn't overeat, that make sure that they kept the weight that was healthy. Another positive that goes along with these muzzles or these tools is that it offered an effective method for reducing forage intake, so limiting their food intake, but it also allowed them to have that exercise in the field. So again, this is something that many horse owners still use to this day. Of course, a much more modern version, one that's probably a little bit more comfortable on the animal's nose. And it's one that, you know, as long as the horse is drinking, having water, then it's usually something that's just fine for the horse and actually very beneficial to its health.